everybody. How you guys doing? It's Yvonne here. And today I'd like to share with you how to make this beautiful, elegant card. It is something different, a different technique, but it is nowhere less as elegant as anything else you can create. If you're interested, stick around. I'm going to show you how right now. So let's get started. What you're going to need for this, and by the way, this isn't my original idea. It's something that I picked up on Pinterest, and I thought, I never tried that. After all my years of crafting, I've never tried that. So I thought, I'm going to try it. And if I have, I don't remember. What you're going to need for this is a beautiful napkin. Any napkin will do if you have some at home, as long as there's a pattern on it that you would like. You could use an envelope, or in this case, I'm using a card base. You're going to need your iron as hot as it can be and with no water in it, so you can run it on top. You are also going to need some good old saran wrap, and you're going to need a piece of that to cover the base of your card. So saran wrap, any kind of saran wrap you have, really. It's something that a household has pretty much everywhere, and you got to cut a piece that's big enough. And these guys are a little, I don't know about you guys, but I always find it a little challenging to cut. But anyhow, this is what it's going to end up. I'm going to have a piece like this on top. Then I'm going to take this napkin. Like I said, any napkin will do. And right now we're in November and of 2019, and there are so many pretty Christmas napkins that are out right now. It's incredible. So this here you have to separate. There are usually, I haven't seen any with less, but there could be 3 layers here. And with 3 layers, you want to bring it down to 1 layer, just the top layer tissue. So these here are not glued together. These papers, when they run through and put them together to make the napkin, if you'll ever notice a napkin is rough, it's all little rough pieces, like, and you might not be able to see it there. Well, all these pieces, they're not glued onto the next tissue paper. They're put together 3 at a time, and all those little holes, would you believe, holds these 3 napkins together all the time. So there you go. If ever you have a hard time pulling them apart too, sometimes if you run the iron over it, it'll separate the layers a little bit. But what you want at the very end is 1 piece of napkin like this. Now you can have bigger napkins too. You can have large napkins like this. You don't have to have a little tea one, but on this particular card that I'm going to do right now, it is going to fit on top. So I'm going to lay it right on top like this. I'm going to take my iron, which is set as at the highest with no water, and I'm just going to lay it on top. It'd be something like when you transfer vinyl, except this is with saran wrap. Okay, and I'm going to try my darndest. I just doing this over my desk because I have my cameras over my desk, but you can do this on an ironing board anywhere you really want to. I added just a piece of cotton batting on there to I don't have any steam in this. If you hear my little one going kind of nuts, you just make sure you pass on all the corners and everywhere. And what this does, it melts the saran wrap and drops it as a glue underneath this napkin, and then it attaches to the paper. Like you can see, it's peeling off here. It's attaching to the paper. Some people say that if you peel the corner and it's not stuck, that means that it's ready to go. But in my case, I don't really check for that, but I will since it's recommended, because it is still so hot. it's easy to peel off. So here I have it. You don't want to leave it too long to scorch it either. And I generally just kind of go over it like this. But before I do that completely, I'm going to take this and I'm going to run it through my cutter to remove the excess of paper here. Now you could do this beforehand and cut it. I don't, just in case it moves while I'm working at it. It's still covering all the card. So that's my madness behind that one. But I do run my iron over it again afterwards because now it's pretty adhered, so it's pretty tight there. Don't need this anymore. And here I have my card. I'm going to run it again just to make sure that everything is. Now I'm noticing that I'm going a little, there you go, that's great stuff. And it's like this. If I fold my card, this is how it ends up. It's all attached to this. It's so pretty. It almost looks like it was printed onto the cardstock. It is so sweet. And here I used a different napkin, obviously. And then from there, I embellished it. I just took a piece of organza and tied a bow and put friends on it. But I mean, you could do anything. You could do happy birthday. You could actually do the inside, that it would be both. And another thing that you could do is you could do the envelope to match. If I bring out an envelope here and I run some saran wrap and then another napkin on top, I will have the same pattern as I have here. But what will happen is that you'll have to put a sticker if you put the address on because it's too busy and it won't be able to read. So let's say you have a napkin that is a little different. Let's just say I have it here. Let's just say this one here. If I was to use this one here for a card and the matching envelope, I would use the center part because there's a blank there. Then I would not need to put any label on it because it would attach. So that's what it is. It's really, really simple. It's just adding napkins with saran wrap on a piece of paper and you end up, it almost feels, I guess if I was going to say the feel of it, is almost like you have a piece of fabric but very, very, very thin. It's super, super nice. Suede feeling, matty feeling. It's lovely. So try this because I think you'll like it. I know I did. It's a new adventure. It's a new technique. Have yourself a great day, guys, but most importantly, be happy. Bye-bye.